Hey, it's me again with Zelda, Peach, and Ellie, and our new friends. That's Lily. She's got a big brown spot on her back. And this is her sister, who doesn't have a name yet. Her name was Ellie, but I already have an Ellie. I pretty much just call her Little Pig right now because she is smaller than all of the rest of my pigs. But today I'm going to be making them a CNC cage because their current cage is just a plastic tub and I don't like it. And since I'm building them a new cage, I decided I would build these three a new cage because they currently have a 2x4 CNC cage and I have room to expand it to a 2x5. So they're going to have stacked 2x5 cages. These are the cubes that my mom bought from eBay. The invoice they came with said they came from Kmart. There are 6 cubes, and you usually find them with 4, but we got a pretty good deal on them, so we actually bought 2 boxes, and that should be enough to make my cages. I finished the frame for the first CNC cage. As you can see, it's 2x5 grids. I ran out of connectors right at the end, but that's okay because I'm going to be reinforcing the whole thing with zip ties anyway. A lot of people don't even use the connectors because they're just made out of cheap plastic and they're afraid it's going to fall apart. So I'll get back to work and get back to you in a minute. The second layer of my CNC cage is done. It's getting harder to get it all in one shot because it's getting bigger. The second layer will be just empty so that I have room below the top cage that I can reach into the bottom one. And this is for support. Just one more layer to go, and then I can start cutting the coroplast. Now the frame is almost all the way done. I still have to put in a floor for the third floor, for the third level. But I realized it would be pretty much impossible to get the coroplast into the first level if the third level was done already. And I'm about out of grids, so I have to wait to finish the third level until I start taking apart the trio's old cage. So now I'm going to go measure and cut coroplast. I wanted to just show you the coroplast real quick before I cut it up and ruin it. It's a full 4-foot by 8-foot sheet I got from a local sign shop for, well actually I got 2 sheets, and at first she said it would be $20, but because I got 2 sheets she gave them to me for $15 each. And that is a big piece of plastic. Before I got started cutting the coroplast, I decided to clean it down with some vinegar and water because it came from a sign shop and it's been stored in my garage for a while, a few days. And so this is how much dirt and stuff came off of just one side of one of these pieces of coroplast. So when you're building a new cage, always be sure and clean your plastic because that's disgusting. I finished making the coroplast tray for the bottom level of my CNC cage. This wall over here and the back wall are 12 inches high because it's going to be in this corner and I don't want to have to pull it out and clean behind it, all the bedding they kick back there. So hopefully that will keep the bedding on this side of the wall. And this front side and that side over there are 6 inches so that they can see out. And I messed up a little bit. I cut off the flap that was supposed to be on this corner. So I put a lot of tape on it. Hopefully it will hold up well. And if it doesn't, then, well, I don't know, I guess I have to get a new piece of coroplast. But other than that, it turned out pretty well. And it's huge. So now I'm going to put the trio in their new cage and see how they react. I finally finished the whole cage. And I may have made this top tray just a little too big. It won't seem to go all the way down into the cubes, but I'm sure it'll work. Later I'll move this table out and stick them over in the corner, and they'll be happily in their new cages.